Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here. And today we have your weekly replay video. Today our hero is Battlestar Yolotica, which is a very frackin' good name if I do say so myself. And he is sailing the Tier 10 German resource battleship, the Mecklenburg. The Mecklenburg is one of the better steel ships in my mind. You do have to, of course, save up that steel in order to acquire her, but she is very, very good because this is a rare German battleship that can actually hit what it's aiming at with its main battery guns. She gets 16 of the, basically, you've got, what, two gears bolted together here with the Mecklenburg. So you get 16 of a gear's 305mm guns. Do believe that is yes, that is the correct caliber. With a, well, basically, you'll see as the match goes on. So she gets, I believe, battle cruiser dispersion on those 16 guns, which means, yeah, you are definitely hitting what you are aiming at. And again, they are, well, a Gear's 305mm guns. If you don't know, a Gear's AP, and German AP in general is quite nasty. So when you have 16 guns with that AP, and you can find something that they'll bite into, it is a very, very good time indeed. Like we might get to see here on the Montana. Looks like Battlestar gave him a little bit too much lead, yeah, and he didn't get the vertical aim just right. But I'm sure we shall see what happens with it. This is, of course, a live reaction replay, as most replays are on my channel. So we are sitting down and watching this replay together for the very first time. So the Mecklenburg is also what I like to call one of the German Renaissance ships. You see, for a very long time in the game, there you go, there, a nice 9K out of that Montana superstructure there with those German guns. But anyway, yeah, for a long time, the common belief amongst the player base was that Germany was constantly getting screwed over with the ships that they got in game. Like, especially back in the day before the German battleships got their main battery buffs, where they got the... Ooh, very, very bold choice there to sit still in front of a Schlieffen there, Battlestar. But anyway, yeah, before the German battleships got their main battery buffs, where they got the American battleship dispersion ellipse, they couldn't hit much of anything past like 12 kilometers, even up until you got to the GK. The GK was a little bit better because you had 12 guns. Let's see this broadside shot at the Schlieffen. Submarine's also on his flank as well. Again, a little bit too much lead there. Oh, and he dunks him right into that armor belt on the Schlieffen's nose, and the Schlieffen was angled out. Very, very sad indeed there. But yeah, for a very long time, German ships were considered to be terrible, and it seemed that every premium we got was pretty mediocre. But then we got a run of some very, very good German ships. We got the Mainz, then we got the Schlieffen, then we got the Mecklenburg, then we got the Elbing. Not in that particular order, but we had a run of some very, very nice German ships there. And the Mecklenburg was kind of at the height of that. So, not exactly, Germany suffering too much anymore, although it has been some time since we had a new German line in the game. Oh, and the German CVs, those are, well, they were really good when they came out. They're still kind of nice today in my opinion. But anyway, the battle at hand. Oh, the points are flipped, by the way. It appears that the green team is getting 6 points every couple of ticks, when in fact they should be getting no points because, well, they don't have the caps, fellas. So that's very odd. Ooh, okay, broadside Mecklenburg. I'm sorry, broadside Montana. Come on, Mecklenburg. Show us your stuff here. Looks like a pretty good grouping on the Montana. There we go, 13K, finally. Yeah, after I've been bragging on how good the Mecklenburg's guns are, we've been seeing bounces and ricochets. Although that is, of course, what you have to deal with when you are using 305mm guns in the Mecklenburg. He is showing an uncomfortable amount of broadside to the enemy ships, though, and he is paying quite dearly for it. Down to 31,000 HP. I believe he does have adrenaline rush. Yeah, he does have adrenaline rush on, so he does have a 2-second reload now on his main battery guns because of that. But especially with the German hull, you don't really want to be just giving away your HP like that to try and get a bit of a boost to your reload time. Big hit there on the Schlieffen, however. Again, when the guns do bite, they do bite quite hard. Now, something you can most definitely do in the Mecklenburg is just swap to HE when things are angled to you, because again, 16 guns, that's a pretty solid fire starting potential right there. Although, again, there we go. Nice chunk into the Schlieffen superstructure. When you have superstructure and the extremities, the upper belt armor that those guns can pierce, it's nice and juicy hits there. Although the Yami just got nice and juiced from, I'm guessing, the Schlieffen. He lost most of his HP there, some 16-inch AP right into the, I'm guessing, the Yami Citadel there. Another good hit there on the Schlieffen, 6k to the superstructure. He is pushing up now. Oh, I'm just noticing too, the man does have what seems to be some type. Oh, he does have a secondary build. Ah, okay. That's why his guns haven't been overly accurate. Okay, so I typically run a main battery build on my Mecklenburg because, again, of the 16. Secondary's out on the U2501. Had him spotted there for a second. But yeah, I run a main battery build because I do like the, accuracy of the main battery guns. I'm getting 16 gear shells to go exactly where I want them to go. Secondary Mecklenburg is just as valid. Ooh, does the Lord's work there and takes out the submarine. He deserves a medal just for that. Instantly clears the ping from the submarine along with, I believe 2 fires he had on his ship, so good call there. And those, what was it, 4501? Those 4501 torps should just go right on by. Was it a 2501? It was a 2501. All right. If you can just nick the Burgon here, this will be a dead Burgon. Now, do keep in mind, too, that the accuracy that you're seeing, which is definitely not bad for a battleship, this is without the main battery mod 1 module that gives them the improved dispersion. And there we go. Kill number 3 for him. Starting to stack it up already. Very nice. So the friendly team has managed to take the A cap. They've also managed to flip the C cap up north. Although up north they're pretty evenly matched. Now down south after sinking that battleship back there, they are in a more advantageous position. Another good hit there on the Schlieffen for 13k. 6 overpins. My God, man. It's just so funny when we have these 16 gunships now with what you can get out of them with just overpins. Napoli does take down the Conqueror. Napoli, is he going to turn and dodge the torpedoes? He turns in. Oh, but he still eats some. That removes a good third of his HP. And he's got a very interesting build here. He's got a secondary build. I saw he had a 54-second or a 59-second fire. And then he has the Fearless Brawler talent, where when you are within secondary range of an enemy ship, he gets the buff to his main battery reload, which, I mean, it's obviously something solid that you should take on something like the Mecklenburg. But just some very interesting decisions that he's made with his build here. All right, the Worcester takes out the Napoli, but then the Schlieffen takes out the Worcester. So, kills right now, his team is currently ahead on kills, but the enemy team is ahead on points because they did have the caps for longer than the friendly team. So they're about 50 points behind right now, looking to, of course, try to flip that. Now, the Mecklenburg does also have torpedoes. Has the the usual German 6-kilometer torps. So that is nice in a brawl, which I believe we might be getting into here in a second. Ooh, they have a Hildebrand, so they have a secret CV on their side. And that Hildebrand is just on the edge of Battlestar's range. So looks like Battlestar is going to push up here and engage the Schlieffen. Schlieffen's down to 18k HP, but he is healing. That Z-52 is also somewhere up north. Now, sadly, the Mecklenburg does not get hydroacoustic search, but good turn right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is something that so many players do not do. You see how he's playing with his rudder, shifting from one side to the next, just not sailing in a perfectly straight line in order to avoid the incoming Z-52 torpedoes, just throw off the Z-52 captain. Oh, beautiful, beautiful side shot on the Hildebrand there. Unfortunately, he just goes undetected and he holds his shot. I would have sent it. You would have got something. Oh, Belau takes out the Schlieffen. Nice torps from the Belau. Enemy team is still ahead on points, unfortunately. They're still up by about 30 points now. So they still have to get some more kills. They are currently flipping the B cap, but the C cap is being flipped at this moment. Looks like the enemy team is pushing into the friendly team. You have the enemy Mecklenburg going full tilt into the enemy GK. There's that Hildebrand. Now Hildebrand is up and away in his planes. Friendly Shimakaze goes down to the enemy Colbert. The enemy team is starting to make a bit of a comeback there. And there goes the GK to the enemy to the enemy Mecklenburg. All right, shots out on the Hildebrand, and nothing? Big sad. Big sad. I'm guessing he turned hard over, or maybe he just slammed on the brakes. I'm not sure. Alright, so Battlestar is in a very awkward situation here. He has the enemy Z-52 for sure stalking him. And oh, there he is right there in front of him. So he knows where he's at about. So you definitely... I mean, it's just such a rough call. Because you turn out, give him your broadside, and, well, that's it. You turn into him, and you kind of, you know, you're stuck selling right at him into his torpedoes. So it's definitely a rough situation to be in. There's that Hildebrand. Good hits on the Hildebrand. A nice 12K chunk to his hangar. Let's see if we can follow that up with another nice chunk to the hangar of the Hildebrand. Alright, rear turrets out. And looks like Hildebrand is for sure doing the Hildebrand thing and looking to hug this island and basically operate as a CV with those 60-second planes. Couple of shells get by the island. Decent damage, but unfortunately it's not enough shells landing. Alright, so now we know the Z-52 is, well, right in front of us. He also has a Marceau out there, which is something you definitely don't want to be pushing into as a battleship player. Enemy team up 300 points now. That is not very good. And I know, yes, they're green points, but the points are flipped because that is, you know, the most recent replay feature at this moment. He does have a Marceau 12 kilometers away from him. He has a Colbell 15 kilometers away from him. God, the Z-52. I don't think he's still in the smoke because he is spot. Well, no, the Hildebrand, the Colbert, and the Marceau are all within his detection range. He has swapped it over to HE and in preparation to fight the Z-52 and or the Marceau. Marceau has, unfortunately for him, settled himself into a corner. I believe Battlestar is waiting for him to beach, which, there we go, gives them all 16 barrels. And dead Marceau. Good hits on the Marceau, though. 4K to a Marceau is nothing to laugh at. Selects the Marceau with his secondaries. He's burning, I believe, what is his last hill of the match, ladies and gentlemen. And they are still down over 200 points. And they have the ship disadvantage as well. And there goes another ship with the Venet. So he gets the shells out on the Hildebrand, but the Hildebrand does burn out. Sorry, the friendly Hildebrand takes out the enemy Hildebrand. We use the Sky Cancer to defeat the Sky Cancer. Alright, shells out on the Colt. Was that a... Oh, beautiful. That was not a magazine detonation. That was pure AP pins. Dang, gets Confederate out of that. And he is a bounty for the Red October event, so he gets those appropriate achievements as well. He has 4 kills now, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, there's the Marceau, slinking away into the night. Z-52, you still got it. There they are. You can't forget about the destroyer that's not spotted, because he's still there, and he for sure hasn't forgotten about you. Fellas, at this point, 6 minutes left on the clock, down by 140 points. No heals remaining on his Mecklenburg, a ship that loves to catch on fire. God, every time these shells come in from an enemy ship, I'm just like, oh God, please no, please no, please no. Because I know if that was me, I would have had 3 more fires set on me by now. All right, gives the enemy Mecklenburg his full broadside. He might actually get him here if he managed to tap his bow. Oh yeah, no, that's a dead Mecklenburg. Yeah! Dead Mecklenburg, Kraken unleashed for Battlestar. He has 5 kills, 6 minutes left on the clock. They are catching up in points, but I mean, it's close, fellas. It is very close indeed. The enemy still has 2 DDs up. The friendly team does not. That Z-52 could very easily just be going to sail on over to the A-cap and just reclaiming it for the enemy team. So, God, I mean, that's what's so scary about having destroyers left toward the end of the match. They're so sneaky, so stealthy, so fast. They can just zip across the battlefield in, again, you know, mere moments. Okay, points are kind of equalized at now, but you have a very low health Montana. Again, Battlestar is down to 31,000 HP, and that's all he's got left in him, fellas. Yamato out there ate a couple torpedoes from the friendly Balau. Marceau has popped up. Z-52 sinks the Montana, eliminating that points advantage they had for a brief second. H shells out on the Yamato, though, and there we go. Kill number 6. For battle score. Z-52 looks like he's going up there to reunite with the Napoli. That Marceau is 100% getting behind Chi. Thankfully, the torpedo tube takes... Oh, I wouldn't have done that. I would not have done that. I would have saved that kill, because now that Marceau is going to lose his mind back there and go completely ape and try to start fires on Battlestar here. So the thing is, in this, the minute and 18 seconds it takes for his damage kind of come back off a cooldown, any fires he gets set on him, they're permanent. They're going to burn for their full duration, and he only has 29,000 HP left at this moment. So, oh my god, every shell, I'm just waiting for it to happen. So speaking of fire, she does manage to set a fire on the Napoli. But it does look like the Napoli did damage con that. So if he can ironically set a fire on the Napoli again, that will be all she wrote for the Napoli. AP out on the Napoli. Those secondaries are on the Napoli. Looks like he does have them selected, but the HUD's glitching. Oh, the secondaries are on the Z52. Okay. Which, I mean, fair. But I would definitely... Yeah, there you go. Swapped over to Napoli, but too late. Hildebrand takes him out with his torpedoes. Alright, so 2 destroyers left alive on the enemy team. If I'm that Marceau, I'm sprinting to the A-cap. Because if you take the A-cap, you have the 2-cap advantage, and you are for sure going to win. Because right now, there's not really anything on the field that can spot the 2 DDs. You have a Hildebrand and a Bilal. Okay, Hildebrand, okay, fair enough. The Hildebrand can actually spot him with his planes. Will he? I would imagine so. There he goes. Bilal, what's he doing? He's at 30 meters down. Probably trying not to get ran over by the Z-52 right now. Alright. Battlestar launches his fighter. So, if... I'd imagine the Z-52 is probably about to start depth charging this Bilal because they need to, of course, sink him in order to win. Hildebrand's got his planes up. Yep, there's the Z-52 chasing after the Bilal. Unfortunately, however, Battlestar is behind this island right here, so he can't really do much about that. So once the Hildebrand does his attack run, that's going to be all for the spotting on the Z-52. Yep, you can see the Bilal's losing health. Oh, the Bilal's actually at the surface now. Z-52 is probably gunning him down. Yep, so that might be it for the Bilal. Nope, he's dived again, so the Z-52 is going to get over him and depth charge him yet again. If he has spotted, that is. Yep, Bilal has gone deep. Z-52 had smoke up. The Marceau, though. What is this Marceau doing? Again, I expect to see... Oh, there's the Z-52. He's out of his smoke screen. Yep, there we go. So the A-cap is now flipping. That's not very good. Z-52 showing broadside to Battlestar. He gets his forward guns out on him. That's 8 305mm guns out on the Z-52. Looks like they're unfortunately mostly going to miss. His secondaries are, however, out on him. Z-52 was firing. I'm assuming that's at the Bilal. Yep, it was at the Bilal. Bilal's diving yet again. Alright, secondaries are chewing on the Z-52. As we speak, Hildebrand is doing the smart thing and keeping him spotted. Is he going? Yeah, okay, so nope, he does dive down on him. Oof, only 1 shell hit from the... Why would you just hover and just keep him spotted? Because now he's going to go dark. Dang. Alright, that's mega unfortunate. Alright, so the Z-52 opens up on the Hildebrand. Very odd decision there from the Z-52. Unless he's trying to get him to sail into his torps, which I do think he is trying to do. Hildebrand has his HE dive bombers out on the Z-52, and he whiffs the dive. Yes, he does whiff the dive. Z-52 still gunning down on the Mecklenburg. Not really sure what he's doing there. I haven't seen the torpedoes go whizzing by. Hey, there we go. That is kill number 7 for Battlestar. That is... We're waiting to see if those torpedoes go by. So usually when a there they are. There they are. Yep. That's what he wanted. That was very, very low there. So, yeah, when destroyers are firing at you, especially in a situation where they should not be firing at you, especially when it's a detriment to their survivability, that typically means, hey, I want you to, try and get all your guns on me. I want you to try and sell broadside to me, so you'll go right into my torps. Thankfully, that only happened a little bit here with Battlestar, but now if these fires happen with the Marceau shells, that will be it for Battlestar. He's down to 4,000. Really, the Marceau can actually gun him down here in no time flat. Gets the rear turrets out on the Marceau. Hildebrand took a shot at him, got him down to 970 HP. And there we go. That is kill number 8 for Battlestar here. 8 kills, boys and girls. 3 of those were submarines and destroyers. So while it may not be a gabillion damage, that is not an insignificant amount of damage, especially when considering that, again, 3 of these kills were destroyers and submarines. So you got decoy mission, Confederate, Hunter bounty, dangerous bounty, close quarters expert, dreadnought, Kraken Unleashed, and First Blood. So I believe this is when you sink a bounty as a bounty. This is receive 1 million potential damage and finish them on the top 3 XP earners on your team. And what's this one? Dangerous bounty. Destroy 4 enemies in a single battle while playing as a bounty ship. Nicely done indeed. Second on his team, 2,500 base XP, 3,000 base XP from the Bilal here with only 1 kill. He must have been capping. That's probably what he got his points for. Capping, and probably probably got a pretty good game there with the Bilal with those American torpedoes. But yeah, let's see. Yep, so you got Montana, Colbert. Yeah, and actually absolutely nuking the Colbert for half his HP was pretty huge. Z52, Marceau, U2501, and 2 Napolis there, along with the Burgoyne and the Montana. So yeah, spread his damage around amongst the enemy ships, but again, definitely taking out those destroyers and submarine did wonders for his game. But that, any way you cut it up, that was an excellent game, Battlestar. Thank you so much for sending it in. If you have a game you'd like to see featured here on the channel, you can send it into the link in the description down below, or submit it on the replay channel in the community server. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful Thursday. I hope to catch you guys in the next one.